This is not just unheard of. If it were to be implemented, the immediate consequence of this for most Indians will be that there will be economic catastrophe and chaos, that families will essentially have no incentive to save or do anything for their children. Children will be denied the efforts, the sacrifice of their parents. Rahul Gandhi and Robert Vadra will take away on their own the land, assets, gold, property of anyone, any family after their death, and no family in India will have the right to decide how the inheritance is to be carried out. I mean, you may not want to give your money to your children. You may want to give it for charity. You may want to give it for some other purpose. But that is an individual choice. What is being created is the absence of an individual choice. It is the will of the Vadra Gandhi family that your properties will be taken away and will be given to the government. Now, who are the people who are preaching this, viewers? The people who are preaching this is this family, the Vadra Gandhi family, which snatched away thousands of crores of property that is really the right of freedom fighters and took it in the name of AJL in the National Herald scam. They are the kind of people who have benefited from usurping other people's properties and have held power and made a lot of money for themselves. And now they're going across and saying, we will unleash absolute economic catastrophe, change the basic economic model of this country towards some form of extreme anti-market, anti-development, anti-entrepreneurship economy, which will surely take the country down. And the consequence of this will be we will be no longer competitive with China or with the United States. And I wonder why Rahul Gandhi wants to do exactly those things which will make us uncompetitive with China. Towards that, he needs to reveal what is the agreement that he has signed with the Chinese when he went there in the 2008 Beijing Olympics. What was written in that document? Was there an agreement that you would be guided somewhere by the Chinese government or Chinese Communist Party thinking that you would therefore push the country down and make China prosper at our expense? Ladies and gentlemen, these are not random thoughts. These are not crazy ideas. These are dangerous and intentional plans. And that's what we are debating tonight. Debate number one, the Congress loot plan, how they plan to loot from you. Snatch your wealth, snatch your property, make you defenseless, redistribute your wealth, and change the basic economic character of our country, pull back our development, destroy us as a country. Debate number two tonight, viewers. Yes, we have Smriti Irani joining us on that. She's been very, very aggressively talking about this on the campaign trail. And ladies and gentlemen, at 10 p.m. tonight, a nice rap in the knuckles for the petitioners who were questioning the EVMs. We've seen some very strong observations of the Supreme Court, which has come down heavily on EVM cynics. That's debate number two, not three, at 10 o'clock tonight. And here are the headlines this Wednesday evening on the debate tonight.
By government. Now, that's an interesting law. It says you, in your generation, made wealth. You are leaving now. You must leave your wealth for public.
Huge face-off over wealth redistribution. Promise gets bigger. Rahul Gandhi's most important advisor says that the Congress feels one half of a person's wealth should be taken away from his family after he passes away and given to the government. As the Congress's intentional strategy that dangerous economic policy is revealed, Congress tries to duck as Rahul Gandhi's advisor gives away their dangerous inheritance tax redistribution game plan.
कांग्रेस का मंत्र है कांग्रेस की लूट जिंदगी के साथ भी और जिंदगी के बाद भी.
On the campaign trail, the Prime Minister hits out at the Congress, says they will loot you and take your wealth away. Supreme Court comes down very heavily on EVM cynics, says we cannot control the elections.
कांग्रेस सरकार उसने और एक पाप किया. मुस्लिम समुदाय में जितनी भी जातियां हैं सबको उन्होंने ओबीसी कोटा में डाल दिया और ओबीसी बना दिया.
Siddaramaiah faces backlash as the NCBC raises objection to the creation of a Muslim sub-quota in OBC reservations. Mega showdown in Karnataka's Hubballi As the clamor for justice for Neha grows louder, students hit the streets now. Ladies and gentlemen, a long-time advisor of the Gandhi family, the person who works very closely in the creation of the manifesto, is considered one of the top economic advisors of Rahul Gandhi, has revealed what the Congress party intends to do. When he was asked about redistribution, which is a plan that the Congress party is committed to, redistribution of wealth on minority lines and caste lines, he has revealed more. He said, why just that? What the Congress party should be doing, according to him, after and if and ever, if it comes to power, is to bring in an almost 50% inheritance tax. Now, what does this mean? This means, according to Sam Pitroda, that 50% or more of your property will be taken away from your family when you pass away. And all your property, all your assets, 50% will be taken away from you, and the remaining 50% will your family can have a right to. This changes the basic structure of economic thinking in this country. This is not dangerous, ladies and gentlemen. It's absolutely anarchic. And I'm glad in a way that Sam Pitroda has revealed what has been on the Congress party's mind, because we've been asking, how exactly do you intend to carry out this redistribution? Well, this is what they intend to do. Very, very dangerous line of thinking, which if implemented will make sure that our growth story is in tatters. Let's debate.
The reduction of Indians to just their caste.
इकोनॉमिक और इंस्टीट्यूशनल सर्वे भी जोड़ेंगे। मतलब क्या होगा, देश को पता लग जाएगा कि इस जात में इतने लोग हैं, दलित इतने, आदिवासी इतने, गरीब जनरल कास्ट इतने, इनकी आमदनी इतनी है और हिंदुस्तान की संस्थाओं में इनकी इतनी भागीदारी है।
The reduction of Indians to their religion.
आजकल क्या है, रिजर्वेशन में 50% का कैप लगा रखा है। आप जानते हो, 50% से ज्यादा रिजर्वेशन देश में दिया नहीं जा सकता।
The reduction of Indians to their entire lives' earnings.
अब कांग्रेस ने सत्ता भूख के लिए एक नई भाषा बोलना शुरू किया है। आजकल क्या कह रहे हैं, जितनी आबादी उतना हक।
Insisting on an X-ray for every Indian.
का सेंसस हिंदुस्तान का एक्सरे है और एक बार ये डेटा हिंदुस्तान की जनता के हाथ में होगा तो फिर देश सब लोगों को भागीदारी देकर आगे चल पाए।
And now an open pitch to snatch hard-earned money from families.
It means to create new policies so the concentration of wealth can be prevented. It's like Monopoly Act. There is a Monopoly Act in America also. We have to make sure that few people become so rich that they begin to run government. Nothing wrong in being rich, nothing wrong in accumulating wealth, but to what point? Let me tell you, in America, there is an inheritance tax. So if, let's say, one has $100 million worth of wealth, when he dies, he can only transfer probably 45% to his children. 55% is grabbed by government. Now that's an interesting law. It says, you in your generation made wealth, you are leaving now, you must leave your wealth for public. Not all of it, half of it.
The Congress economic policies are going beyond the realms of appeasement. They are straying into being downright dangerous. They want to tax inheritance. They want to take 50% of your hard-earned money and mandate that it's given away.
अब कांग्रेस
The Tira Turns 1 sale is now live. Get up to 60% off on hair care, makeup, skin care and fragrances. Shop on the Tira app or at a Tira store near you.
आप जो अपनी मेहनत से संपत्ति जुटाते हैं, कांग्रेस सरकार का पंजा उसे भी आपसे छीन लेगा। यानी कांग्रेस का मंत्र है, कांग्रेस की लूट जिंदगी के साथ भी और जिंदगी के बाद भी।
the sinister plot of the Congress party is no coincidence. They first said they would transfer money into bank accounts.
हमारे जो युवा हैं जो आज सड़कों पे घूम रहे हैं, इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक देख रहे हैं, उनके बैंक अकाउंट में साल का 1 लाख रुपया, 8,500 रुपए महीने का टका हमारी सरकार डालेगी.
Then they said they would run a survey.
देश का एक्सरे कर देंगे, दूध का दूध, पानी का पानी हो जाएगा. माइनॉरिटीज को पता लग जाएगा कि इस देश में उनकी भागीदारी कितनी है. इसके बाद हम फाइनेंशियल और इंस्टीट्यूशनल सर्वे करेंगे. ये पता लगाएंगे हिंदू किसके हाथों में है, कौन से वर्ग के हाथ में है.
Then they said India is not a nation, it's a negotiation.
India is not described as a nation. In our constitution, the line is India, that is Bharat, is a union of states.
Then they said they would distribute the wealth.
जैसे मेरे भाई हर जगह कहते हैं, पूरी गिनती की जाएगी पूरे देश में कि कौन किस जाति की कितनी कितनी आबादी है, सिर्फ आपकी नहीं लेकिन सबकी, और कौन कितना कमा रहा है, और उसके तहत फिर नई नीतियां बनाई जाएंगी.
And now they are saying they will snatch it the moment you die.
You are leaving now, you must leave your wealth for public. Not all of it, half of it.
It's pitching to loot the country, it's hard-earned money, it's core of being a meritocracy, its fate of being a superpower, the most dangerous idea yet from the Water Congress. Let's debate.
Union Minister Smriti Irani is joining us live from the campaign trail tonight. Smriti Irani, the Congress party, before it could do, can you hear me, Smriti? Mr. Irani, can you hear me? Mr. Irani, can you hear me? Arnab here.
Yes or no?
Yeah, yeah, thanks. So, you know, the Congress party tried to do a U-turn on the redistribution issue, but before they could really do a U-turn on that, Sam Pitroda has spilled the beans on their plan about a 50% inheritance tax. Do you think he's spilled the beans, he's revealed what they've just suggested? He said things a little too much in advance?
I think, Arnab, what is extremely dangerous is the nonchalance with which Sam Pitroda spoke. The political glee one saw on Rahul Gandhi's face, and the opportunism that was writ large over Mrs. Vadra's face. The disease, it seems, the Congress is currently suffering with is called communism. Who gave them the authority to declare that every Indian citizen's hard-earned money not only will be counted by the Congress party, but also taken over and then redistributed as and when and how the Congress so desires. Who gave them the authority to say that they will also usurp through a new taxation intervention the hard-earned money of Indians who seek to leave behind financial security for their children? Today in Amethi, everybody is saying कि ना चैन से जीने देंगे, ना चैन से मरने देंगे. As the Prime Minister has very eruditely said, कांग्रेस की लूट जिंदगी के साथ भी, जिंदगी के बाद भी.
Smriti,
so I don't think this is a slip. I think that it is a very, very devious Machiavellian plan, and the Congress party, particularly the Gandhi Parivar, through their history of governance has shown that they believe that the first family of the Congress party has the right on the property earnings of every Indian family.
Now, in their defense, they are saying, Smriti Irani, that these are just ideas that they are floating because Rahul Gandhi says anyay ho raha hai, and I have only said I will take action. I have not.
Arnab, imagine if the idea is so dangerous.
Yeah.
What the implementation will look like.
But they've said the word redistribution has not been used in the manifesto per se. And is the Congress then of the opinion
that the ideas it projects, is the Congress of the opinion that the ideas it projects as policy measures it will undertake, not to be taken seriously? Is the Congress declaring that Rahul Gandhi and Priyanka Vadra are not serious political entities, that every word they speak has no political importance either for the Congress party and hence should not be relevant for the nation at large? Is that the declaration of the Congress party?
No, the declaration...
For these two individuals have highlighted verbally to everybody and it's available for everybody to see for themselves. सबकी कितनी कमाई है वो गिनी जाएगी. They have said this and they can't deny it. Sam Pitroda is an advisor to Mr. Gandhi. Sam Pitroda was also advisor and margdarshak to Rajiv Gandhi. That cannot be denied. And both Sam Pitroda and another gentleman who's a part in making the manifesto for the Congress party, one, Sam Pitroda talks about taking away 50% of Indian families' inheritance. Second, there is a certain Mr. Chakraborty who says, for every fanciful idea Rahul Gandhi has, we will tax the middle class more. The middle class should cough up more money. Rahul Gandhi has not denied it. Priyanka Vadra has not denied it. In fact, they have reiterated it. So if the idea itself is dangerous, imagine the Congress, which has had a history of throttling democracy in our country, what they would do to implement this very idea. They will have to root out the Indian Constitution and the right of every Indian citizen to life and property to implement this fanciful and dangerous idea.
I want to invite your attention now to, lastly, the issue of the references to Muslims. Now, what has been said, and you're also the minority minister, what has been said by the Congress is that the Prime Minister is wrong in making this about the Muslim community. The Prime Minister is portraying the Muslim community in a certain manner when he said, Jinke bahut bacche hain, ya infiltrators. That was an indirect reference to the Muslim community. Not that there is no reference to minorities.
How is that Ghuspetia means Muslim? Just like terrorism has no religion, can infiltration have a religion as per the Congress party? And if the Prime Minister of India says that he will safeguard the property of every Indian citizen from those who infiltrate our borders and are illegally amongst us, how is the Prime Minister wrong? His first responsibility is towards India and Indians. And why is it that the Congress party is so mellow and has such sympathy for infiltrators in the country? I thought the Congress party would want to stand up for Indians and not infiltrators.
In the reference that is being made by the Congress party now, they are focusing more on caste. But in the speech that Rahul Gandhi made in Telangana, I think in Hyderabad, he made the speech on the 7th of this month. He referred specifically to minorities. Now they are not playing they are downplaying the minority part because they think it will alienate the Hindu vote.
Arnab,
but
for everybody who calls you Godi media, allow me, for everybody who calls you Godi media, isn't it fascinating how many channels and YouTube channels that are directly or indirectly associated with the Congress party have suddenly muted out certain words spoken by Rahul Gandhi, including Desh ka dhan, Hindustan ka dhan. And these fanciful editors who have had one or two family members who have suddenly risen in political ranks, when did they last share their fanciful salaries and homes in Lutyens, Delhi with their stringers?
That bring back the question on the Muslim reference. The issue is that Rahul Gandhi now says that this caste and financial survey of the Muslim community to find out how disadvantaged the minority population in this country is and how other caste groups also are, is the single most important mission of his life. He says, ye pura mera life ka mission hai. To find
Arnab,
out how badly the minority community is doing in India.
9 million Muslims. They are 55,000.
अंकल मेरी चाबी और आपके लिए ये क्यूट सा ऊंट राजस्थान से। अंकल जी मेरी या और आपके लिए वन मोर फ्रॉम सिंगापुर।
वन मोर छुट्टी अफोर्ड कैसे कर लेते हो?
अंकल आपने तो अपना स्वीट होम कब से नहीं छोड़ा। बुक नाउ ऑन अगोड़ा। पाइए कमाल के प्राइसेस अक्रॉस 3.9 मिलियन होटल्स एंड होम स्टेज। चाबी
क्राबी
अगोड़ा दुनिया देखो कम दाम में।
We will prioritize the wealth of the nation only for the Hindu poor. Never. Have you ever heard the Bharatiya Janata Party say, we will take away wealth from minority communities and give it to the majority communities? Never. So Rahul Gandhi is peddling to his vote bank. The issue is, you cannot deny Manmohan Singh ji as Prime Minister has said that the first right to India's capital resources belongs to a particular religion. The Congress may have tried to fact check it through somebody who calls himself Lallan. But you cannot deny what Manmohan Singh spoke as Prime Minister. Who gave the Congress party the right to say that only a specific religion has the first right to India's resources and not every Indian citizen, and particularly the poor? Is the Congress party of the opinion that Dalits, OBCs, Adivasis do not have rights on the resources of our country? And point in case, Arnab, Karnataka today has been in the news for usurping the rights of the OBC community by declaring the entire Muslim religion and its caste in the bracket of the OBC caste. Islam does not permit its identification as OBC. Has the Congress gone against the Quran itself, apart from the Indian Constitution? And like you've highlighted that I'm the minorities minister, let me say this. I have on record, since the 1990s, the Congress party in the ministries where it was trying to get wealth given to a certain amount of Muslim NGOs had close to hundreds of projects which were inoperable or not operational. Money went to NGOs controlled by certain leaders, but it was never used for the Muslim community. This can be substantiated by papers. So I think that the Congress party, in the guise of its so-called secularism, has not only looted Hindus, but also tried to fool Muslims of our country.
Smriti, I know I've overshot the time limit, but I have to ask you one question. You made a reference in the context of Robert Vadra posters all over Amethi. You said, Jijaji ki nazar hai, Saleh sahab kya karenge? who do you think will eventually stand up against you? I mean, it's a bizarre situation. Today is the...
it's a democracy, Arnab.
Yeah, but it's a bizarre and crazy situation. The 24th of April...
25 days to go to the election.
24th of April, the Congress has not put up a candidate against you.
It's a democracy. It is anybody's right to fight an election. It is dependent on the family, whether Jijaji will get the ticket or Saleh Sahab will. But what is fascinating is that this is a constituency which was so-called the stronghold of the Congress party. Today, we in Amethi say कि 15 साल कांग्रेस का सांसद लापता था, अब इस चुनाव में कांग्रेस का प्रत्याशी लापता है. Whoever comes is looking at certain defeat, and I'm not being overconfident and being euphoric. The fact is, in 2022, out of the 5 assembly seats, Congress lost its deposit in 4 assembly seats. Congress, which received in a combined coalition close to 4,30,000 votes in 2019, was reduced to less than 1,30,000 votes in 2022. Today, if the Congress party stands here and gets 1,30,000 votes, unki zamanat zabt ho jayegi. That is why you do not have a Congress candidate yet. They are most welcome. We know that after the Wayanad vote has been cast, they will come here. But imagine this, both Mrs. Vadra and Mr. Gandhi had taken charge of the Assembly's constituency elections in Amethi and lost miserably.
So you mathematically,
they are welcome to come back and lose
I know
again.
I'm stretching it, but mathematically you're saying they can lose their deposit in Amethi?
Arnab, if you look at their numbers in 2022, which is available on the Election Commission website, if that is the strength of the Congress party today, then mathematically, yes,
okay,
they will lose their security deposit if they repeat their performance of 2022.
Okay.
The question is, what is this false bravado all about? Is 20 days enough for the Rahul Gandhi or Mrs. Vadra charm to work? Or for that matter, even a flustered Jijaji here in Amethi? Will it give Congress a 10% jump in the vote share? Any person who is pragmatic will say an emphatic no.
Yeah. That's a nice headline you've given me. So the big smile there. Smriti Irani saying mathematically, yes, the Congress could lose its deposit. It's wonderful to have you on top of the debate. Smriti Irani, best of luck and thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you for the conversation.
Irani, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely straight on the ball on these two big issues. I'm joined by Kishore Subramaniam on one side and Pankaj Sharma, Piyush Joshi, Syed Asad Abbas, and we have Rohan Somen Mitra and Sanju Verma will join us in a bit. Now, what's this crazy plan, Pankaj? 50% of your money will be taken away from you. It makes sense to you? It doesn't make sense to me. Very dangerous. Very dangerous. Who is the Congress party to take away 50% of hard-earned income? Assets.
I fully understand the compulsion to falsify what Sam Pitroda has said. I know there are helpless and duty-bound media celebrities who have to misrepresent the facts for obvious reasons. Mr. Goswami, you are well aware that Mr. Pitroda had mentioned about the existence of inheritance tax in United States in a very normal sense in his interview. And you also know that the Congress party has officially, made its stand clear on this issue. Not that you don't know that Mr. Pitroda also had clarified about his comments, that he never suggested that it should be implemented in India. But your wisdom in hyping all this is inspired by the captains of the club of fact twisters.
Pankaj, you are so wrong. You are so wrong. It's like, one minute. It's like someone gave him a truth serum when he gave the bite to ANI and he revealed what was in his mind. Then he got a call from Delhi saying, hey, Sam, why are you revealing this too early, man? We are nowhere close to power yet. We'll do it after we come back and we'll do that, what you suggested in America. But don't talk about it openly. That's how I look at it. And Sanju, this has come right in the backdrop of this redistribution of wealth to minorities debate.
Exactly.
Sanju.
Arnab, I just want to point out a couple of things. First and foremost, that was an excellent interview with Smriti Irani. I think she actually, as they say, दूध का दूध पानी का पानी कर दिया उन्होंने, which is a typical style with a lot of candor. Coming straight, Mr. Sharma, it is my turn to speak. You will get your time and you will get your turn. Please hold your horses. Thank you. You know, Arnab, do you remember 1953? Jawaharlal Nehru nationalized Air India. 1956, Pandit Nehru nationalized LIC. And what followed? Pandit Nehru's daughter, she nationalized banks in 1969. She nationalized the coal industry in 1972. She nationalized the GIC in 1973. And taking a cue from his grandfather and his mother, Rajiv Gandhi started MTNL in 1986, but MTNL was reduced to being a personal fiefdom of the Gandhis. It is bleeding today and has to be merged with the BSNL to ensure that it survives. The reason I'm telling all this to your audience is to let your audience know that communism and under the garb of socialism, institutionalizing corruption has been the bane of the Gandhi-Nehru dynasty. And don't forget, Arnab, that Manmohan Singh and Sonia Gandhi's kitchen cabinet went 10 steps ahead. Be it SR Shipping, be it Taluk Industries, be it Monet Ispat, be it ABG Shipyard, be it Bhushan Steel, be it Jyoti Infra, be it Era Construction. The 10 biggest NPAs in India happened during the time of Manmohan Singh from 2004 to 2014. So my first point is, if there is anyone who has ruined the Indian economy, it is successive dispensations of the Congress, including the Vadras Gandhis and the so-called Nehru dynasty. My second point is, thanks to Narendra Modi, from a fragile 5, today we've overtaken the United Kingdom to become the world's 5th largest economy in terms of nominal GDP. And today we've overtaken the Hang Seng to become the 4th largest stock market in terms of market capitalization. And just 2 days back, I was so happy to read that SBI, ICICI Bank and HDFC Bank together have a market capitalization of $1.51 trillion, which is just a little bit lower than the entire GDP of Switzerland, and it is just a little bit lower than the entire GDP of Italy. These are 3 banks which are in the top 50 global banks today. 5 years back, SBI was bleeding, HDFC Bank and ICICI Bank were bleeding too. My third point, people who say, Sam Pitroda doesn't hold much water. What did Jairam Ramesh say today, Arnab? He said, ये तो उनका personal comment है. अरे, Sam Pitroda was Rajiv Gandhi's trustee. Sam Pitroda has been the financial advisor to successive Nehru-Gandhi dynasty regimes. And today Jairam Ramesh says, हुआ तो हुआ, Sam Pitroda ने inheritance tax की बात की तो कौन सा गुनाह कर दिया? The point, Arnab, is that the Congress has mastered the art of deception.
One of you at a time, please, versus Sanju.
Can I please finish? I'm just finishing.
1 minute. No, Sanju, I have to redistribute the time also, please. Now,
Thank you.
No, 1 minute.
Okay.
It's Abbas. All these startups in Bengaluru, the wonderful city where you are from, they are aimed at wealth creation. Now, if you tell all these young kids who are making these startups with billion-dollar valuations that, look here, this wealth is not yours. The government will eventually take it away. Right? Then what is the wealth for? This is anti-entrepreneurship. And why the startups? Take anyone's example. Everybody who has achieved something in life or grown their business. Mukesh Ambani has grown the business from where his father left him, right? Adani, right? From the age of 18, and he's become whatever the 12th richest person in the world. You're now going to tell them, and I'm not just taking Ambani, Adani, entrepreneurs, anyone, you also, Abbas, you will be told that your money is not yours, your house is not yours. If you're a member of the minority community, then you may have a right to your property, but if you are not, and you're not a SC, ST, OBC, that wealth, that asset, that flat you own, right, is also not yours. It will be redistributed. Would you accept it? I mean, I'm saying, viewers, if anyone wants to redistribute their wealth, it should start with Robert Vadra.
Exactly.
But now you're saying after you die also we'll take away your wealth.
Just network allow me to, I know you will redistribute the time equally between me and my favorite spokesperson, Sanju Vermaji. And it's very interesting how the Bharatiya Janata Party always speaks of Congress manifesto more their own. अरे संजू जी, आपके संकल्प पत्र में क्या है ऐसा जो आप बोलना नहीं चाहते? आपको सिर्फ न्याय पत्र दिखता है। मैम, दिस नॉट allow me. Congress manifesto. Sanju ji, allow me 1 minute, please. Arnab, this is not fair. Arnab, this is not fair.
Rahul Gandhi shift to Pahang?
Arnab, this is not fair. Allow me to make my point, ma'am. Allow me to make my point, ma'am.
Migrant population of
Sir,
Delhi
Arnab,
state.
can you intervene?
No, one. Sanju, please don't interrupt. Sanju, not fair. Sanju, not fair.
Yeah,
Not fair.
thank you.
Not fair
Arnab,
now. Not
the Congress manifesto. The Congress manifesto speaks of Nari Nyay, women justice.
No.
Kisan
I don't
Nyay,
want to. I
farmer
want to.
justice. It also
I want to
speaks of
focus on
Yuva
what I
Nyay.
want to focus
The
on.
youth justice.
The Congress manifesto says. The Congress manifesto says that they will carry out this very extreme caste and minority-based financial inclusion survey. And then Rahul Gandhi said in Hyderabad that after that I will redistribute the wealth based on that survey. It's pretty clear. On the basis of the survey, Kishore, they will redistribute the wealth to people from SC, ST and minority Muslim community. I mean, you can't speak a half truth. Why are you making caste? Why are you making who is a Muslim, who is not a Muslim the basis of your survey? Because you want to redistribute the wealth to them. You began on an assumption that minorities and Muslims are disadvantaged and they need property from others and assets from others to be redistributed too. You've said it, man. I mean, you said it in Telangana, Kishore. And now on top of it, let me tell you one minute. Viewers, you pay GST, do you? You do. You pay income tax, do you? You do. If you sell or buy a property and you make some small gains, even small gains, ladies and gentlemen, on that also you pay capital gains tax, do you? If you get a dividend, do you pay dividend tax? You do.
Of course,
you pay tax on everything. Apart from breathing in this country, you pay tax for everything. On top of it, when you die after having paid tax all your life you paid tax, Kishore Subramaniam. I mean, may you have a long life, but even after you and I die, you will be taxed too. 55% tax will be taken. I mean, this is out of some really crazy. Where did he study? Some Rollins College, I'm told, in Florida. Some B-grade college called Rollins College in Florida. That college must really bring back Rahul Gandhi to do some basic exam. There's some college called Rollins College in Florida.
I hope the Congress spokesperson will give me adequate time and the courtesy.
Kishore, continue.
I'm trying to speak and make my point. First point, the number of times this gentleman, Mr. Sam Pitorda, has made such stupid utterances, I would request him to add an E to his name because I call him Same Pitroda. He has been repeating this again and again and again. This man should be called Same Pitroda and not Sam Pitroda. Let us not forget some standard point. In 1970, February 28th, Mrs. Indira Gandhi, who was also held the finance minister portfolio, introduced 97.5% tax in this country. Let's not forget in 1973, we had 97.5% tax. Inheritance tax as a concept level is a failed model. It's not there anywhere. And let me correct Mr. Sam Pitorda. He said it's about 50% in America, which itself is wrong. Only 6 states have it. And the highest level starts at a ceiling of 1% and goes up to a higher level of 16%. Let us also understand that there are states which are abolishing it as early as next year. Inheritance tax in India was there till 1985. Thank God.
Yes, and Rajiv Gandhi was the one who abolished it. So please
Rajiv Gandhi did not remove it. Rajiv Gandhi had a massive fight with VP Singh. VP Singh took the decision. He was the finance minister in 1985.
This is the problem with
he took the decision to remove the inheritance tax. And that is precisely the reason Rajiv Gandhi had a massive
Viewers. There are some people calling and saying Arnab. They're saying Arnab. There are some people calling saying Arnab, this party is not going to come to power. Why are you wasting time discussing this? Well, I am discussing this, viewers, so that you have a choice. You should know what you're voting for. If you believe, ladies and gentlemen, that there should be a Muslim minority and caste-based redistribution of wealth, you vote for the Congress party. If you believe further, that agree with Rahul Gandhi's advisor that 55% inheritance tax makes a lot of sense, then vote for the Congress party. Yes, I am only, no, please, if this is your snatch wealth plan, accept it, Rohan. Tension kya hai? Accept it, Motorola on the debate.
Clearly says that it's not going to increase taxes for the middle class. It is clearly saying that, we are the Congress is. It doesn't talk about Muslims at all. It doesn't talk about redistribution of wealth. It doesn't talk about Sharia law. It doesn't talk about
the middle class is going to bear the brunt of it.
Which we are not talking about. You got, the fact is, I would think that Mr. Sam Pitroda gives you, the BJP, a bigger plank today to attack the Congress.
Congress wants to give the wealth of Dalits, Adivasis to minorities,
No,
especially the Muslim
Sanju Verma,
community,
you're straight out
which is what
lying.
you have
The
done
Congress
in
doesn't.
Karnataka,
The Congress manifesto doesn't mention any of
Why
this.
do you want to snatch our wealth? I mean, no, 1 minute. But Rohan.
Should have shame.
Because constitutionally, you should not be giving reservations on the basis of religion. You should only be giving reservations on the basis of who is socially backward or educationally backward. Why are you giving reservations to Dalit Christians in Karnataka?
We are debating an
Why are you
idea
giving reservations to Dalit
which is
Christians
just made a
in Karnataka?
passing remark upon.
Piyush, yes, Piyush.
Just give me around 50 seconds uninterrupted and I'm finished off with that. I wonder, hearing all the Prime Minister's speeches, what he's talking about. He's hardly talking about his own work in which he has performed in last 10 years. He's hardly talking about his own policy. Either he's talking about religion or he's talking about the Congress Party's plan. So, Sanjuji, I did not interfere. You have bad habit of interfering all the time. Please, I did not interfere.
Connections.
Arey Baba, your minister spoke for 30 minutes. You spoke for almost 10 minutes.
Sanju, let him. Please, Sanju, let him hear the contrary position. Let us hear the contrary position.
All I am saying that we are discussing something which not even a national leader of Congress spoke in an idealistic manner kind of thing. So what are we debating upon? I fail to understand. If the Prime Minister has the guts, he should go to the people.
By saying it will redistribute
No, 1 minute. The point is that Ms. Verma is going to keep talking over.
No, Sanju, please don't speak over others. Give me a moment here. Piyush, 1 minute. Let's bring some structure into this. Let's bring some structure into this. 1 minute. Let's bring some structure into this. Piyush.
मैं तुम्हें सलाम करता हूं और तालियां बजाता हूं अर्नब गोस्वामी जी। आपने पूरा समय डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर दिया बीजेपी को जी। ऐसा थोड़ी होता है ना जी। गरीबों को भी बोलने का मौका दो अर्नब गोस्वामी।
आप जब केंद्र में सेंट्रल मंत्री बनेंगे, आप जब अमेठी से इलेक्शन जीतेंगे तो आपको भी मैं टाइम दूंगा। अब मेरी बात सुनिए।
अच्छा, तू बुलाते क्यों?
मेरी बात सुनिए सर जी। नहीं, मैं ये पूछ रहा हूँ ऑन सीरियस नोट लेट Piyush come. Piyush, inheritance tax in the form of estate tax was already being collected from 1953 to 1985. I want to know, since you are saying this for development, I will take away your property after you die argument. It's for development, be chilled out about it. I'm saying what development happened in the country between 1953 and 1985 using the estate tax? What development did we see?
All I am asking, that I don't see that proposal anywhere in the discussion of the Congress Party's top leadership. I don't see whether some overseas Congress president mentions it in as an idea which is already existing in America. I find it very hard to digest that we are debating that kind of stuff and we are trying to build a narrative upon that.
Are you denying?
Which kind of political party does that? Just 20 seconds more.
Sure.
Which kind of political party does that? A party that is weak? The parties that has got no substance of its own
you
body
are
of work.
supporting Aam Aadmi Party. You are
That भाई हमने 10 साल में इतना काम किया इसलिए हमें वोट दो. Either you talk upon religion, now she is again started.
बीजेपी को नैतिक.
अरे बाबा, why you are so intolerant? Why you are so intolerant?
0 seats.
Why you are so intolerant? You can't even hear a contrary opinion. That is the problem. That is what that is your classical modus operandi. You want to silence the opposition by hook or crook. Even on national television platform, you don't allow the opposition to speak.
You are a Kejriwal Darbari who does not know the definition of GDP.
Piyush.
What are we debating?
Why should you be given time to speak?
What are we debating?
Piyush, I'll tell you what we are debating. How much time do I have? Let me read out a couple of Motorola tweets, please. We have Atima Nagpal, who says Congress insiders claim their party's resources have been exhausted. Now they've launched the narrative of inheritance tax inspired by the West and wealth redistribution just to fill their tijoris. Stop looting us. Now, Gajanan Subhash says Murkho ke Sardar on record clarified that he will conduct a survey and will redistribute it all. One more U-turn. You see, this is not getting any. This is not getting you. One minute. This is not getting. We have to be clear. And Pankaj,
Arnab,
the cat is out of the.
Arnab, we are seeing two kinds of campaigns.
The cat is out of the bag now.
One we are seeing in Punjab and Delhi, where the chief ministers, the respective chief minister, one is in jail, but the respective party leadership is asking.
You have. Okay, so you have.
कांग्रेस ने ये किया है, हमने सनातन की रक्षा की,
Arnab, the fact is,
why should of all the subjects? One minute. Of Pankaj, I'll take two people on now. Pankaj. Now to Pankaj, of all the issues that have come up in the election campaign so far, you will agree with me. Pankaj, 1 minute. Pankaj, 1 minute. Pankaj, of all the issues, Pankaj, of all the issues.
Tell the nation what Arun Jaitley used to say about inheritance tax.
Pankaj, 1 minute, Sanju. Of all the issues, 1 minute. Of all the issues that have been raised in the election campaign so far, this is the most important issue. Because this affects every single Indian. There is no Indian, nobody watching this program who will be left untouched if this minority Muslim and caste-based survey leading to the redistribution of wealth and possible implementation of inheritance tax comes into effect. Everybody, including every panelist, will be affected by it. So how can you say it's not an important issue? Should I open the lines? You want to know it's an important issue? Viewers, the important issue for you, whether your money is yours, your property is yours? How can you say it's not an important issue?
Tell the nation what Arun Jaitley used to say.
One at a time. Pankaj.
It's just a complete makeshift goalpost. There is no conversation about.
Just go through the clippings of newspapers of 2019. All newspapers were saying that inheritance tax will be introduced in 2019 budget. Why it's not introduced? Only Sanju Vermaji would be knowing.
Are you kidding me? Is Rahul Gandhi going to leave his house at 12 Tughlaq Road and shift to Katputli colony? Is Sonia Gandhi going to leave her residence at 10 Janpat Road?
I'm saying, you, the BJP.
Colonies in Delhi.
Okay,
BJP wanted to revive this inheritance tax in 2019 budget.
Stop kidding yourself.
कितना काल्पनिक हो सकता है आपकी सोच? संजू वर्मा जी, नो बैकग्राउंड.
राहुल गांधी को पूछिए क्या वो कटपुतली कॉलोनी में शिफ्ट होने को तैयार है?
Okay, viewers, I'm closing the debate. Closing the debate. I have a poll on this, and I can tell you that 88% of people are against the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi plan of snatching family wealth. This is not going to be accepted. 88% against. Viewers, when I come back on the other side, I think a final answer as far as the EVM issue has been given by the Supreme Court today. And they are pretty much, it sounds, fed up with people just petitioning against EVMs. They've said we can't interfere in the elections, but have those people got the message? Back in a few minutes.
Co-powered by Simpolo Tiles and Bathware.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
दूर कितना भी जा, इस जुबान से दूर ना जा पाओगे। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
पता नहीं क्रिकेट का फ्यूचर कैसा होगा, पर सीलिंग फैंस का फ्यूचर पता है, बिकॉज इट्स ऑलरेडी हियर। ओरिएंट एरोस्लिम विथ रिवर्स रोटेशन मोड जो इंप्रूव करे एयर सर्कुलेशन। ओरिएंट BLDC फैन, द फ्यूचर ऑफ फैंस।
In just a decade, India has transformed into a digital powerhouse. From classrooms to clinics, farms to finance, digitalization is revolutionizing every aspect of life. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
मेरी माटी की ये जुबान है मुझसे दूर, मीलों दूर, पर ये दिल है कि चख रहा है उन्हीं अल्फाजों का नूर, नूर और नूर, नूर और
दूर कितना भी जा, इस जुबान से दूर ना जा पाओगे। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
अब कांग्रेस का कहना है कि वो इनहेरिटेंस टैक्स लगाएगी। अपनी मेहनत से संपत्ति जुटाते हैं, वो आपके बच्चों को नहीं मिलेगी, बल्कि कांग्रेस सरकार का पंजा उसे भी आपसे छीन लेगा।
Co-powered by Simpolo Tiles and Bathware.
मेरी माटी की ये जुबान है मुझसे दूर, मीलों दूर, पर ये दिल है कि चख रहा है उन्हीं अल्फाजों का नूर, नूर और नूर, नूर और
दूर कितना भी जा, इस जुबान से दूर ना जा पाओगे। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
With over 1,12,718 startups igniting innovation, driving digital growth, over 800 million internet users are bridging distances and strengthening bonds across the globe, making India the third largest digitalized country in the world, accounting for around 46% of the world's real-time digital transactions. To celebrate the makers and shakers behind Digital India and India's phenomenal digital yatra, Republic Business is delighted to bring its inaugural Republic Business Emerging Tech Awards.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates: IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
मेरी माटी की ये जुबान है मुझसे दूर, मीलों दूर, पर ये दिल है कि चख रहा है उन्हीं अल्फाजों का नूर, नूर और नूर, नूर और
दूर कितना भी जा, इस जुबान से दूर ना जा पाओगे। विमल, बोलो जुबान केसरी।
Doesn't mean that you are going to take their wealth and give it to somebody.
जब संविधान बन रहा था, काफी चर्चा विचारणा के बाद बाबा साहब आम्बेडकर के नेतृत्व में ये तय किया गया था कि भारत में धर्म के आधार पर आरक्षण नहीं होगा, लेकिन वोट बैंक की भूखी कांग्रेस ने धर्म के आधार पर 15% आरक्षण की बात कही। गंध मुझे इस मिट्टी की, मैं देश नहीं मिटने दूंगा, मैं देश नहीं रुकने दूंगा, मैं देश नहीं झुकने दूंगा। मेरा वचन है भारत मां को, तेरा शीश नहीं झुकने दूंगा। ये नया भारत घर में घुसकर मारता है।
हमारा नारा राष्ट्रवाद का है, जातिवाद का नहीं हो सकता है। जो जाति के नाम पर और परिवार के नाम पर सामाजिक ताने बाने को छिन्न भिन्न करना चाहते हैं, ये देश को कमजोर करने वाले लोग हैं। देखो अयोध्या में रामलला का भी दर्शन करवा रहे हैं, तो माफिया और अपराधी का
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Quick Heal Secrite, Policy Bazaar, Kuchina.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and a story that is breaking on the nation's sharpest opinion tonight. I'm digressing a bit from the regular format because I have come, some very alarming news has come into our newsroom around 5:20 p.m. today. We had a source-based input that Amritpal Singh, the terrorist, is going to contest the general elections. We held on to the story, ladies and gentlemen. We have been getting multiple confirmations. We now have a double confirmation on this. And the input that I have is that this is being claimed by Amritpal's lawyer that he intends to contest the Lok Sabha elections from a constituency in Punjab and that he's exploring options. Another point which has been made by the lawyer of Amritpal is that he claims that some mainstream party will be backing him. At this point, we must pause and think, viewers. Can we allow this? People who have abused the country, challenged the integrity of the country, raised arms against the country, and are guilty of terrorism, can they be allowed to fight Lok Sabha elections from jail? If this is allowed, then people's faith in our democratic system will go down. Amritpal as an individual is not just a secessionist. He's somebody who has justified waging a war against India. He tried to escape. He's also a coward. He tried to escape. He was caught. He was literally caught by the agencies. And eventually, ladies and gentlemen, if this man is now saying that he intends to fight the Lok Sabha elections, and as of this moment, I can confirm that Amritpal Singh's lawyer has confirmed to our reporter in Dibrugarh that he will contest the election. I can also confirm at this moment, through the inputs of our reporter Gursimran, that Amritpal's family will meet him in jail tomorrow, and also that they are claiming they are going to be finalizing his candidature for the Lok Sabha elections. This, dear viewers, is mind-boggling. It is unbelievable that something like this is actually happening. It is mind-numbing. Our democracy has been abused by this man. We cannot be so accommodative that we can have Amritpal Singh on an EVM kiosk. Our democracy cannot be so forgiving that we have to have tolerance to an Amritpal Singh, who is the symbol of the Khalistanis, to try and make his case to get into a parliament that belongs to you and me. This is the time to reclaim our democracy, safeguard our democracy from terrorists like Amritpal, and therefore, ladies and gentlemen, we need to take a position on this. At 10:30 p.m. tonight, I will bring you the breaking news inputs on this story, and I want this to be a moment of collective pushback. We cannot allow this terrorist to even contest for the Lok Sabha. Even his contesting the Lok Sabha elections, ladies and gentlemen, will be desecrating the process, and we cannot allow that. Moving on to debate number 2 this evening. And I'm going to come back to the Amritpal story around 10:25, 10:30. Today, with an air of finality, the Supreme Court made clear observations on the entire EVM issue. You don't need to read between the lines, it's not an order, but there is a tone of being fed up in what the Supreme Court said. The Supreme Court said that it is not responsible for the suspicion that some people hold about the democratic process and in EVMs. Further, the Supreme Court made it absolutely elaborately clear that it cannot, at any case, in any way, interfere in the functioning of the Election Commission to disrupt the election process at this time. This is what happened on the EVM issue, and then we'll debate.
किस आधार पे ये कह रहे हैं कि ये 400 पार होंगे, या तो इन्होंने कुछ गड़बड़ पहले से कर रखी है कि इनको मालूम है कि हमें 400 मिलने वाले हैं। हम इतना कह सकते हैं कि अगर इस देश में आज के दिन ऐसा चुनाव हो जिसमें कोई गड़बड़ी नहीं हो, जिसमें ईवीएम में कोई गड़बड़ी नहीं है, तो मैं दावे के साथ कह सकती हूँ ये 180 से ज्यादा सीट नहीं ले सकते।
ईवीएम निकालने के लिए क्यों डर रहे नरेंद्र मोदी जी? उसको क्या लेना देना है, क्या रिश्ता है ईवीएम से? मोदी जी का छोटे भाई नहीं है ना ईवीएम? छोड़ने के लिए क्यों तकलीफ है उनको?
मैं चाहता था मतदान बैलेट पेपर से हो, क्योंकि मुझे ईवीएम पर भरोसा नहीं है।
Supreme Court has come down heavily on the EVM cynics. The top court has made scathing observations, saying it cannot conduct elections. It has to trust the technical submissions of the poll body. The Supreme Court bench maintained it has already intervened twice. It will consider only if there is room for improvement. The bench has remarked everything cannot be viewed with a suspicious lens, and the petitioners don't have to be critical about each and every aspect of EVMs. Will the cynics now stop questioning EVMs? Let's debate.
Okay, on the debate this evening, I have Abbas Haider of the Samajwadi Party, Anmol Pawar of the Aam Aadmi Party, Manaswi Thapar, and Abhishek Sudhir, and Subrashta on one side and Sardar R.P. Singh. So I think I heard this loud and clear. There was no doubt about it. Anmol, I mean, I don't think you're being entertained on the EVM issue. You may have your proxies raising it for you in the Supreme Court, but you're not being entertained on the issue, Abbas. And it's time to give up. Elections are on. If you're going to lose, put up a brave fight. The Supreme Court is not listening to you. The Supreme Court is saying it is not answerable for your sense of suspicion about everything. And I think we now need to move on. Abbas.
Arnab, I believe that any measure to increase the confidence of the voter must be adopted. And as the Honorable Judge of the Supreme Court, Justice Khanna, has said that if there is something to improve, we can certainly improve. Now, Arnab, so basically, see, and we don't have
the Supreme Court has said it cannot interfere in the election process and has said that the Election Commission has already issued a clarification on this. But what you want to do, is Anmol, you want to put some kind of a suspicion into the mind of voters, because you must be foreseeing a catastrophic loss. And the Supreme Court is not entertaining you, and the more you do this, the worse you look.
Arnab, there is no process to verify that if a voter has casted his or her vote, that has been counted. So basically,
you have been rejected by the Supreme Court, which says that the process is fair, transparent, and does not need any further justification. Anmol, no, you can say what you want. I mean, beyond the point, the Supreme Court has given up on you. Yes.
Arnab, it is a huge setback for Mr. Modi. Listen to what he said.
Unbelievable.
हमारा देश गरीब है, लोग अनपढ़ है.
Listen to what he said.
लोगों को कुछ आता नहीं है. भाइयों बहनों, अरे दुनिया के पढ़े लिखे देश भी जब चुनाव होता है ना, तो बैलेट पेपर पर नाम पढ़ करके फिर थप्पा मारते हैं. आज भी अमेरिका में भी.
No, what is your point? I mean, you are taking, I mean, this is, I mean, I don't know. You see, you are an expert. You are an expert at Twitter trolling. This is the problem with you and the YouTube brigade. No, listen here. Listen, Anmol. Listen, you see, Anmol, become serious at some point of time in your life. Because of this non-serious attitude of yours and Atishi,
but it is,
you guys are in trouble in the court. Your leader is not getting bail. You have to be serious. What did the court say today? Anmol, listen. What did the court? The court said that you cannot doubt the election process, that they cannot interfere in the election process. The court further said they are not responsible for your suspicion. I mean, if you have a problem in your mind, that's your problem. Basically, that's what the court said. Deal with it. You've been snubbed so badly, and what are you playing clips on the program?
We are not.
Did the court say that or not?
Arnab,
did the court say that or not? Is that what the court said or not?
Arnab,
is that what the court said?
Our opinion is that the sanctity of the election process is the bedrock of Indian democracy. And over the period of last few years, this faith in the process has been shaken. And
the Supreme Court does not think so.
For that.
And Supreme Court does not think so.
Measures to ensure
Supreme Court does not think so.
That
you think so. Why don't you say we think so? Supreme Court disagrees with you. I don't know what problem you have,
man. The country who thinks so.
What is
it's not about an individual, Arnab.
You're unable to articulate a cogent argument tonight. You're having a problem. And the reason for the problem there, Subrashta, I'll draw you in, is Arnab, because you don't want to accept what the court has said. The court has basically thrown you guys out. This was your last straw, the EVM bogey. The court has said, we are not going to interfere. Now, what will you do? Nobody suspects it. Should I open the lines? You think people doubt the EVM process?
Can I hold on?
No, 1 minute. Subrashta on the debate. Subrashta. RP Singh after that. We're opening it up. Yeah.
Arnab, I want to ask the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, what about Punjab election results? Do they think it's rigged? Or did ballot paper hold Punjab elections? I want a specific answer to this question before I proceed with my tirade against the opposition. Yeah, please go ahead.
Subrashta, despite getting a massive mandate in Delhi and Punjab, we are still demanding that with 100% tallying of VVPAT and VVPAT, the confidence in the integrity of election process will increase.
See, Arnab, the problem with these spokespersons and these politicians is exactly this, that when they feel cornered, they start making lachhedar arguments. It's a very specific question. Do you believe in the mandate of Punjab or not?
No, but can you comment on
the electorate of Punjab and say,
do you have any answers on the statement made by Mr. Modi?
Listen, I'm not here to do a Modi versus Kejriwal here.
Modi, which I have played just
now. For that, you have the BJP spokesperson.
No, I think I will 1 minute.
As a columnist, as a
repeat what the court said today.
Of a YouTube channel, and as somebody who believes perhaps in AAP's vision, I want to ask you a very simple question. Do you think people of Punjab were fools to elect you to power? Did you cry horse on EVMs then? After getting a mandate in Punjab, did you say, however massive the mandate is, we do not believe in this entire election process? Did you say that? If not, then today, as you say that Modi government's incarceration of Arvind Kejriwal is suspect, I say that your narrative on the EVM is suspect. And you think people of this country are fools. And therefore, every time there is a general election around the corner, you have a problem with the EVMs, or every time the opposition, has suffered massive defeat, you have a problem of the EVM. It's a simple question that I'm asking you. Do you believe in the mandate of
शेरू भाग गया। इससे भी बड़ी खबर सुनाऊं? रैपिडो पे लोएस्ट प्राइस कैप गारंटी, वरना डबल पैसे आपके गारंटी। डबल गारंटी,
गारंटी पे गारंटी, लोएस्ट प्राइस गारंटी।
Listen, as politicians, you should never talk about.
We have been consistently saying, despite winning Punjab and Delhi, that there must be 100% tallying of VVPAT and EVMs.
I think there are questions. One minute. Viewers,
if you
let me.
patience
It's
from
not
me
on the basis of any assumption that I'm saying. One minute.
You seem to be rattled after hearing Mr. Modi's speech.
Anmol, 1 minute, please. 1 minute. Viewers, these are the exact words. You must have the honesty to accept what the court has said. You see, viewers, the Supreme Court raised several questions, technical questions, and told the Election Commission to respond. Very technical questions. The Election Commission answered all these questions, like is the microcontroller installed in the control unit or the VVPAT, and the Election Commission said that the microcontrollers are housed in a secure, unauthorized access detection module. These controllers cannot be accessed physically. They are one-time programmable. How many units are available for the symbol loading unit? The Election Commission answered that there are two manufacturers, ECIL and BHEL. And on the aspect of the SLUs, the Justice Khanna asked the ECI official, can you get more SLUs? And the official replied positively. All this was raised, and after this, RP Singh, after all of these detailed clarifications, the question will be asked, what did the court say? The court said, Abhishek Sudhir, the court said, the Election Commission of India has cleared all the doubts. We cannot change your thought process.
The judgment is reserved.
No, we cannot issue a mandibus on the basis of suspicion.
Judgment is reserved.
No, you suspect, your problem.
The order
this is what the court has said.
They've not even made a decision
yet. The court, I mean, you don't want to...
The judgment is reserved.
No.
Do you know what that means?
Did you hear what the court said? The Election Commission of India has cleared
Do you know
all
what
doubts.
judgment is reserved
We cannot
means?
change your thought process.
It means
we
the judgment has
cannot
not
issue
been
a
handed
mandamus on
down.
the basis of
They
suspicion.
adjourned the proceedings
English
today,
Abhishek,
and they said we will see what we can do to make the system better. And we reserve our judgment.
What are you looking for?
So you also reserve your judgment. It's as simple as that.
You will never accept it. RP Singh, you will not accept it. All the clarifications are done.
But should we trust the Election Commission? You answer. Should we trust the Election Commission?
The Supreme Court trusts the Election Commission after the answers they have given. You answer back.
But
what
then,
kind of a
if Prime Minister Modi is making hate speeches, calling Muslims Guspetiya...
No, now you want to change the subject.
No.
Now you also do a U-turn, ladies and gentlemen. Look there. He's done a U-turn in public domain. The man is doing a U-turn.
No, why should we trust the Election Commission?
RP Singh. Don't do a U-turn like that.
Why should we trust the Election Commission?
You don't trust anyone. You don't trust the Supreme Court, the Election Commission, the Indian Army. Who do you trust?
He insults every Muslim in the world, let alone India.
The problem with people like you, you contradict.
I don't trust the Election Commission that fails to punish the Prime Minister for hate speech.
Can I get RP
You're failing to punish the Prime Minister for hate speech. Is this the re-election commission or the Election Commission?
Who don't trust the Election Commission?
Arnab,
it is the BJP who don't trust the Election Commission,
not the Election Commission of India.
For a while, you have to put him on mute. Put this man on mute for a while.
It is the re-election commission of Modi, not the election commission of India.
RP Singh is on the debate. Please let him speak. He's coming in late into the debate. Please let him speak.
You stop your hate speech. Tell the Prime Minister to stop his hate speech.
Story. I'm making it clear that people like me are against Amritpal contesting election. I'll come on this subject also, but I'm putting a record.
Why are you talking about Amritpal? Talk about the hate speech from Sunday. Talk about how you call Muslims.
Give me hold on, yeah. Hold on. Hold your breath. You
talk about how you're dividing the citizens on the grounds of religion.
That's why you are seeking. You are talking about.
Talk about how you're pitting Hindus and Muslims against each other.
Debate. And as a Sikh, I feel strongly about the subject. So coming to the election commission part. Sir, Hindi mein kahawat hai,
Khalistan billi khamba noche. What your Prime Minister said, speak about the hate speech.
Saying that man won elections in Punjab.
Speak about the hate speech.
अरे सड़क छाप चुप रहिए 2 मिनट बोलने मैं आपको टोका नहीं.
Do you condone your Prime Minister's hate speech?
Man was just now saying that.
Do you condone his hate speech against Muslims?
Man was just now saying that we won elections, but we were opposed.
Answer the question.
EVM. But fact is,
all your Muslim spokespersons and your Muslim members are infiltrators.
Statement of Mr. Kejriwal or Mr. Raghav Chadha or anyone else who was in charge of Punjab Affair, where they have said that they are against
This is about the election commission failing to punish Prime Minister Modi.
Before the elections were held.
This is about the election commission failing to punish Prime Minister Modi. Why is the EC not punishing Prime Minister Modi?
I don't know what will satisfy you guys. You know, you've been going on and on and on and on and on about EVMs. And
this hate speech of Prime Minister Modi, Arnab Goswami, was it hate speech? Do you condone the Prime Minister's hate speech in Rajasthan?
You were changing the subject. Why running away from the subject?
Do you condone the Prime Minister's hate?
Why are you running away like this?
And where did Arnab Goswami,
do you agree?
He's running away because today the Supreme Court has told them to basically get lost.
He never used what
Answer my question. Does the Election Commission of India endorse the Prime Minister's hate speech?
The Election Commission of India is evaluating that issue. On your assumptions, the Election Commission will not decide. And 1 minute, Manaswi is on the debate. The Election Commission of India has told you to be a little positive in your life. You know what is learn to be positive, Abhishek. इतनी negativity से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. Wealth tax करेंगे, inheritance tax लगाएंगे, 50% पैसा ले जाएंगे, मरने के बाद भी आपका property ले.
Electronic voting machines at that time, the same cynics of EVM are today lovers of EVM. So मेरे को एक ही सवाल है, RP Singh ji, just allow me, I just came late. So allow me just one question to you. That question.
Read page number 7 of the same book. He asked for VVPAT. He said we should have a trail, paper trail. In that book he mentioned about the paper trail. Please go through that book. And today paper trail is there.
RP Singh ji, allow me. So at that particular time, you were the lovers of anti-EVM, and today you are lovers of EVM. So
पूरी पढ़ो. उसी किताब में लिखा है पेपर ट्रेल की बात करी थी.
तो
उसी किताब में.
उसी किताब में लिखा है कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक ईवीएम मशीन को कंप्लीटली डिस्कार्ड कर देना चाहिए और भारत रत्न एलके अडवाणी जी का फॉरवर्ड भी है. उसमें आप लिखिए कितना डेंजरस है. आप फॉरवर्ड पढ़िए, मैं वर्ड टू वर्ड पढ़ता हूं. मैं वर्ड टू वर्ड पढ़ता हूं. आरपी सिंह जी
की डिमांड है.
उसमें सीधा ये लिखा है कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक, आप पढ़िए पेज नंबर 29, जिसमें क्लियरली लिखा है इलेक्ट्रॉनिक वोटिंग मशीन को बैन कर देना चाहिए. आप ये पढ़िए कि कैसे ब्राजील में उसके ऊपर लिखा गया है, कैसे दूसरे अलग अलग देशों के ऊपर लिखा है.
पढ़िए, उसमें बड़ा क्लियरली लिखा है कि
एमपी बन चुके हैं ये किताब लिखने के बाद, पर आप लोगों ने पढ़ी नहीं है.
Manaswi, I'll tell you, you don't have that kind of a mindset problem. Actually, the biggest mindset problem on the program today among all the 4 people on the other side is that of Anmol. He has a real mindset problem. He's suspicious about everything because Kejriwal is in jail. I mean, what can you do if Kejriwal is in jail because the court has not given him bail yet? When the court gives him bail, he will come out. And obviously the court finds some merit in the nature of the investigation. But don't be cynical. You know what I'll tell you. Justice Khanna.
Arnab, the court,
Justice Khanna. No. My question is here now. Don't say Arnab and carry on.
That there is no shred of evidence against Mr. Kejriwal.
Anmol, listen. Justice Khanna said, don't be critical about everything. Now you are going too far. Everything cannot be suspected. You can't be critical about everything. Please also appreciate if people have done something good. This is what Justice Khanna, Justice Dipankar Datta has said. आप समझ नहीं पाते क्या?
Arnab, I cannot hear you.
Of course you can hear me. Now I am suspicious of you. I believe you can hear me. But you're pretending not to hear me because what the Supreme Court has said is something you don't want to hear. You don't want to hear. How can you say I can't hear you when I say, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can I respond to that question, Arnab?
No, his call got dropped. Okay, 1 minute. No. This is what the Supreme Court said. Am I right or wrong, Abbas?
Arnab, I believe that, even the court...
Doesn't matter what you believe. Is that what the Supreme Court said?
No, I'll tell you what the court has said a few days back. The court has said the people of the country have apprehension about the electoral process. We have apprehension. So Arnab, the election process is going through electronic voting machine, and it has been happening.
Which date did the court say this? 1 minute. What did the court say? 1 minute. I think this habit of yours. No, you cannot get away with this here. This is not some Lutyens channel. This is not some Lutyens channel. What did the court say? Which date? I'm talking about what the court said on 19th of April 2024.
If it's going to bring back transparency.
What did the court say on 19th of April 2024?
And don't you think that the confidence of the voters will boost? So I think that, there is no harm in that. And I believe
what you're talking about. I'm saying, what did the court say on 19th of April? You're just mumbling now and mumbling and fumbling and grumbling. What did the court say? And that man on the right-hand side of the screen, Abhishek Sudhir, will not acknowledge what the court said. The court said our system is working very well.
Cherry pick what the court said.
The court said you are cherry picking. The court said the system is working very well. The court said you're going too far.
No, they didn't.
Of course they did. How dare you say they didn't?
The first party to challenge EVMs was the BJP in 2009.
They did.
When LK Advani's BJP lost the election in 2009, they blamed the EVMs. Subramanian Swamy then approached the court. And with each judgment, the court has
come down heavily on you. Have some shame and withdraw.
The VVPAT slips?
I have a huge problem with the opposition trying to.
The judgment is reserved. The judgment is reserved. Let the court hand down its judgment. Then we'll have another debate.
I have a problem with the opposition quoting from one book and assuming that the Indian electorate agrees with every word written in that book. My point is very simple. I have come from a place called Bihar, and in Bihar we have seen how ballot boxes were looted. We have seen that era too. We have seen hijacked elections, and why just Bihar? Many a nook and corner in this country have seen that. And I'm really sorry to say, I don't have to agree to every book written by every, BJP politician to be able to tell me what is right for my democracy. I feel that EVMs are the best possible method in which we should vote today in 2024. If you have a problem, please go ahead and change, bring about change once you are back in power. But I don't think going by the logic and going by the rationale and going by the argument that you are giving in front of people don't trust you. What are you talking? Every time Congress wins an election, every time Aam Aadmi Party wins an election, every time DMK wins an election, there's no problem in the EVM. And suddenly when the general elections are around the corner, when you know the mood of the people, every time BJP comes to power in a particular state, you want to say that EVM is a problem, and you want to quote a book by some BJP leader and a foreword written by late Shri Krishna Advani ji. What are you talking about? Why are you talking about all of this? Can't you see common people's opinion on this particular issue?
People's opinion is very strong, and people's opinion will also be very strong on the next subject that I'm picking up, because we got this breaking news input that the terrorist Amritpal plans to contest the Lok Sabha elections. Now, viewers, I'll take a short 30-second cigarette commercial break. I think there should be a national debate on this. I mean, there is a limit to how accommodative and flexible you can get in the name of democracy. This man was waging war against the country, has abused India, has picked up arms against India, and now from jail wants to contest the elections. It is our responsibility to block him. I think the Election Commission should not allow it. People should go to court if necessary. Let there be a massive public consensus on the fact that of all people, Amritpal will not be allowed to contest the Lok Sabha elections and desecrate the electoral process. Quick 30-second Securite commercial break. That is big breaking news exclusive tonight.
In the global employability rankings by Times Higher Education UK, only the following 6 institutions from India are ranked amongst the top 230 in the world for having the most employable graduates. IIT Delhi, IISc Bangalore, IIT Bombay, IIM Ahmedabad, IIT Kharagpur and Amity University.
मेरी माटी की ये जुबां है मुझसे दूर मीलों दूर, पर ये दिल है कि चख रहा है उन्हीं अल्फाजों का नूर।
दूर कितना भी जा, इस जुबान से दूर ना जा पाओगे।
This input has come into our newsroom some time back, and Shawan joins me here in the studios. And Shawan, the very specific input in this case is that Amritpal, who is currently in jail in Dibrugarh in Assam, the terrorist secessionist Amritpal, who is in jail under the National Security Act and who is attempted to wage war against the state, attacked police stations, abused the country, abused our democracy and threatened to overturn the state and attack the state, wants to now contest elections from Khadur Sahib Lok Sabha seat in Punjab. And this claim has been made by his lawyer apparently, who says that he has some kind of a support of a mainstream party. First, why don't you fill us in on the inputs before we run the sound bites, and then we'll talk more. So Shawan, what is the information we can share now on this?
Well, in fact, a confirmation first came in from his lawyer, who met him around 3:30 this afternoon in Dibrugarh, where after coming out, he said that Amritpal is going to contest the elections. The final round of talks are going to take place tomorrow, is what we are given to understand.
Talks with whom?
With the father and uncle. In fact, Republic spoke to Amritpal's father. He says that a lot of political parties have been in touch. While he says that a decision has not been taken, a lot of final confirmation is going to come.
Seeking exercise by the
lawyer. In fact, as far as the family is concerned, family is not denying it. Family is also saying it. If Amritpal wants to contest, we are going to support it. So it looks like it's a done deal. It is just a posturing that the
technicality out here? Can a person with these charges contest?
In terms of the Representation of People's Act, it has been amended. Yes, they can. 2013's amendment that came in. So
why don't you remind people about his record?
Well, in fact, as far as the case is concerned, he faces criminal assault, intimidation, links with Pakistan's ISI. These were some of the charges that were leveled against him, and the fact that he was actually getting funding. This was an investigation that was done by the Punjab police as well as the National Investigation Agency, and after which he was put behind bars. And not just that, he's also responsible for carrying out attacks at police stations in Punjab.
It's totally crazy. We have some sound bites to play out, I think. Let's play out the sound bites. We have the sound bite of his lawyer and then some comments of his family members. I want to play that out first.
पर उनको बताया था कि तमाम जो जनता है वो निवेदन कर रही है कि सिख संगत भी निवेदन कर रही है कि भाई अमृतपाल सिंह खालसा जो लोकसभा के चुनाव आ रहे हैं 1 जून को पंजाब में, उनको कंटेस्ट करें। तो उससे ये मालूम पड़ जाएगा कि जो लोग हैं वो सरकार के इनकी गिरफ्तारी के कदम के खिलाफ हैं, और जो इन्होंने खालसा पंथ के खिलाफ फैसला किया पंजाब की सरकार ने, उसके भी खिलाफ हैं। तो भाई अमृतपाल सिंह खालसा ने मेरे निवेदन को और जनता के निवेदन को, सिख संगत के निवेदन को जो है वो मान लिया, मंजूर करके उन्होंने कहा कि वो खडूर साहब कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी है जो लोकसभा की, जो अमृतसर के बगल में है और तरन तारण डिस्ट्रिक्ट में है, तो वहां से अवश्य चुनाव लड़ेंगे।
कौन सी पार्टी से वो चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं?
वो आजाद उम्मीदवार के तौर पर, इंडिपेंडेंट कैंडिडेट के तौर पर चुनाव लड़ेंगे, किसी पार्टी की ओर से चुनाव नहीं लड़ेंगे। वो तो ये हमारे जो है सिख लीडरों ने और लीडरों ने बहुत चुनाव लड़े हैं जेल के अंदर से, और जेल के अंदर से विजय हासिल करते रहे हैं, जेल से लड़ते रहे हैं। ये नॉमिनेशन 7 मई से 14 मई तक जो है वो दाखिल किए जा सकते हैं। उससे पहले तो 7 मई से पहले तो किए नहीं जा सकते। तो ये थंपिंग मेजोरिटी से जीतेंगे, अनप्रेसिडेंटेड मेजोरिटी होगी, ऐसी मेजोरिटी होगी कि बाकी सभी की जो है जमानत जब्त हो जाएगी।
देखो ਅਸੀਂ ਵੀ ਨਿਊਜ਼ ਹੀ ਪੜ੍ਹੀ ਆ ਸੋਸ਼ਲ ਮੀਡੀਆ ਤੇ, ਸਾਨੂੰ ਇਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਕੋਈ ਪਤਾ ਨਹੀਂ। ਕੱਲ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਸਿੰਘਣੀ ਮਿਲ ਕੇ ਵੀ ਆਈ ਆ, ਉਦੋਂ ਤੱਕ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੀ ਕੋਈ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਨਹੀਂ। ਹੁਣ ਅੱਜ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਵਕੀਲ ਗਿਆ ਰਾਜਦੇਵ ਖਾਲਸਾ ਤੋਂ, ਉਹਨੇ ਆਣ ਕੇ ਖਬਰ ਪਾਈ ਆ ਨੈਟ ਤੇ, ਪਰ ਲੇਕਿਨ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹ ਖਬਰ ਦੀ ਅਜੇ ਤੱਕ ਕੋਈ ਪੁਸ਼ਟੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰਦੇ, ਕਿਉਂਕਿ ਉਹਦੇ ਚਾਚਾ ਜੀ ਤੇ ਡੈਡੀ ਅੱਜ ਮਿਲਣ ਗਏ ਆ। ਕੱਲ ਨੂੰ ਮੁਲਾਕਾਤ ਆ 25 ਤਰੀਕ ਨੂੰ, ਮਿਲਣ ਤੋਂ ਬਾਅਦ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਜੋ ਕੁਝ ਦੱਸਣਗੇ ਫੇਰ ਹੀ ਉਹ ਦੱਸਾਂਗੇ ਸਹੀ ਖਬਰ। ਹੁਣ ਖਬਰਾਂ ਤੇ ਝੂਠੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਲੋਕ ਬਹੁਤ ਅਫਵਾਹਾਂ ਡਾਈ ਜਾਂਦੇ। ਨਹੀਂ ਨਹੀਂ, ਲੜਨਾ ਵੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਤਾਂ ਆਜ਼ਾਦ ਲੜ ਸਕਦੇ ਕਿਸੇ ਪਾਰਟੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ, ਤੇ ਬਿਲਕੁਲ ਨਹੀਂ।
ਤੁਹਾਡੀ ਨਿੱਜੀ ਰਾਏ ਕੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੀ ਭਾਈ ਅਮਰਿਤਪਾਲ ਸਿੰਘ ਨੂੰ ਲੜਨਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਇਲੈਕਸ਼ਨ ਕਿ ਨਹੀਂ?
ਵੇਖੋ ਸਾਡੀ ਨਿੱਜੀ ਰਾਏ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ ਆ, ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਫੈਸਲੇ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਅਸੀਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਉਹ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਕਰਨਗੇ ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਠੀਕ ਆ, ਅਸੀਂ ਨਾਲ ਆ ਉਹਦੇ। ਸਾਡੀ ਤੇ ਰਾਏ ਕੋਈ ਨਹੀਂ, ਉਹ ਸਾਡੇ ਤੋਂ ਕਾਫੀ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਸੁਲਝੇ ਹੋਏ ਤੇ ਸਮਝਦਾਰ ਆ, ਬਾਕੀ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਫੈਸਲਾ ਲੈਣਗੇ ਉਹ ਠੀਕ ਆ। ਐਨਐਸਏ ਤਾਂ ਹੁਣ ਪਹਿਲੀ ਗੱਲ ਤੇ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਬਣਦਾ, ਕੋਈ ਬੇਸ ਹੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਸੀ ਐਨਐਸਏ ਦਾ। ਜੇ 1 ਸਾਲ ਦਾ ਲਾ ਲਿਆ ਤੇ 1 ਸਾਲ ਤੋਂ ਬੰਦਾ ਅੰਦਰ ਰਹਿ ਰਿਹਾ, ਜਦੋਂ ਕੋਈ ਗਲਤੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਰ ਰਿਹਾ ਤਾਂ ਫਿਰ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਐਨਐਸਏ ਕਾਹਦੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਵਧਾਤੀ। ਉਹ ਤੇ ਉਹ ਹੁਣ ਧੱਕਾ ਵਾ ਸਰਕਾਰਾਂ ਜਿੰਨੀਆਂ ਵੀ ਇਹ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਕੀਤੀ ਆ, ਭਗਵੰਤ ਮਾਨ ਦੀ ਨੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਜ਼ਿਆਦਾ ਧੱਕਾ ਕੀਤਾ ਵਾ। ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਤੇ ਲੋਕਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇਹੀ ਅਪੀਲ ਕਰਦੀ, ਪਿੰਡਾਂ 'ਚ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਕੈਂਡੀਡੇਟ ਆਉਂਦੇ ਤੇ ਮਾਰ ਜੁੱਤੀਆਂ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਭਜਾਓ, ਪੁੱਛੋ ਵੀ ਕੀ ਸਾਡੀ ਨੌਜਵਾਨੀ ਨਾਲ ਤੂੰ ਕੀਤਾ, ਇੰਨਾ ਧੱਕਾ ਕਰਨ ਡਿਆ। ਕੁਛ ਤੂੰ ਉਮਰ ਬਾਅਦ 50-60 ਤੂੰ ਨੌਜਵਾਨ ਫੜ ਕੇ ਜੇਲ੍ਹਾਂ 'ਚ ਦੇ ਤੇ, ਕੀ ਇਹ ਸਰਕਾਰ ਨੇ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਦਿੱਤਾ?
Absolutely clear, and I think Simranjit, it's laughable. You're a lawyer for Amritpal, I'm told. I don't know if you continue to remain as lawyer, but isn't it totally laughable that a person who abuses the country now wants to be in the Lok Sabha? I mean, he has no faith in the sovereignty of this country, and now he wants to contest the Lok Sabha. But to contest the Lok Sabha, you first have to swear allegiance to your country. And to be taken in as a member of parliament, you have to swear allegiance to the constitution and territorial integrity and sovereignty of the country. Simranjit.
Sir, it's average citizen who is a part of India having
Can't hear.
legal right. He can contest elections.
What do you mean?
Cannot force ideology on anybody. It's views.
No, Simranjit, it's not about legal right. It's about whether he accepts the sovereignty of this country.
I just want to repeat, in 1937, the first election was conducted in India. At that time, all the members, nobody believes in British system, but they voted. So it's his democratic right to whether he want to contest or not. Can't take his right.
Okay, I can't hear you clearly. Akali Dal spokesperson, I think Parambir Singh is with us also. What do you think, Parambir, about this plan of Amritpal to contest the elections? Should he be allowed?
See, Arnabji, I would say that our constitution and the legal system provides that any person can contest the elections. So in a democratic country, everyone has the right to contest the election. So I would say that if Amritpal wants to contest the election, he has the democratic right, and
so are you
there is no
supporting him?
legal bar to that also.
No, are you I got Subrashta on the left. Are you supporting him?
We are saying that if any person wants to contest the election,
No. Are you supporting him? Are you supporting him?
We are supporting the constitution and the.
No. Are you supporting Amritpal from outside?
So that decision would be taken by the party, because as you are saying, it's a.
So he's leaving it open. Right. No, are you the political party with whom Amritpal has been in touch?
No, I am not saying anything in that regard. We are.
But you are
that
aware of
every
something
person
from
can
your
contest
responses. Akashdeep, I think you should clarify here.
Yeah.
You should clarify.
I'll unravel many things now.
Yeah.
Arnab, you might know one important thing, that Shiromani Akali Dal provided legal support officially to the people arrested of Waris Punjab Day. They provided official legal support to them. They supported them publicly in Punjab. And
I would like to interrupt you. Being a party,
what is the
being a state party, we have the right to provide legal help to every person. He may be a citizen of Punjab or India.
Amritpal between Shiromani Akali Dal in Punjab, not today, since last couple of decades. It has been having, and this senior leader,
Parambir,
Singh Badal,
Parambir, you are the official spokesperson. You are the official. 1 minute, please. Akashdeep, 1 minute. See, viewers, just listen to the observations very carefully at this stage of the debate. It becomes extremely necessary for us to confirm whether the Akali Dal, which seems to be giving open support to Amritpal, is the political party which is in some touch or some kind of an understanding with this terrorist.
Arnab ji, I think like you are creating the words on yourself. I have only stated that every citizen of India has the right to contest the election.
Parambir, 1 minute. Parambir, have you declared your candidate from this particular Lok Sabha constituency? You need to, you see, if you are, 1 minute. Let me tell you one thing. The people of the country will not forgive you. You support a terrorist fighting. If you support a terrorist, if you support, no. If you are supporting a terrorist from Parambir, 1 minute. First of all, no, I'm asking you. You are avoiding my question. You are trying to avoid my question. Don't teach me the legal system. Don't teach me the legal system. Don't teach me the legal system.
We have only said that
you are supporting a Khalistani terrorist in a Lok Sabha election?
We are not supporting. I am supporting what the Constitution says.
No, but he is here a Khalistani terrorist. Is Amritpal a Khalistani terrorist? Is Amritpal a Khalistani terrorist? Is Amritpal a Khalistani terrorist?
See, I ask you a simple question.
Are we going to allow this, viewers? Are we going to allow this in the name of democracy? If a political party falls to this level, where it is supporting a Khalistani terrorist for a Lok Sabha election, then this matter becomes extremely serious. There is a sense. Akashdeep, you're watching this tonight. 1 minute. Parambir, 1 minute. Parambir, I'm asking you again. I'm asking you, don't get nervous, Parambir.
I am only saying
listen to me.
That every person has the right
people
to
on the street. Don't repeat yourself.
Not a single word supporting anyone.
No.
Do I have said that the Akali Dal is supporting? I have only said that the Indian Constitution and the legal system of India provides.
Why are you getting so shaky? Why are you nervous? Why are you nervously? Why are you speaking in that nervous manner?
The co-panelists
put Amritpal's pictures on it so people have a visual connect with the person we are speaking about, ladies and gentlemen. And on the block today, for me, is the Akali Dal spokesperson. Shravan, important moment here. Parambir, you are the official spokesperson of the Akali Dal, aren't you?
Yes, I am the official spokesperson, and I have only said that the
I am not asking you what you said. Please reply to the point. Please reply to the point. To the point.
And the decision regarding
reply only to the extent that I am asking you. Reply to the extent that I am asking you. And the question is this: I feel and sense here that you are providing outside support to this Khalistani terrorist to fight the Lok Sabha elections because you are down in the dumps. You think that supporting Amritpal will get you a pro-Khalistan vote? You have no loyalty to this country. How can you do that? How can you do that?
Arnab ji, I am really sorry that you are putting a word out of yourself.
Please ask.
I have only said what the Constitution of India says and the legal system says. Nowhere I have said that we are supporting him or he is going to contest. We are saying that the decision regarding the candidate of the Khadur Saab would be taken in a day or two by the party president.
So does your party... 1 minute.
MLA went to support your MLA Virsha Singh.
May I respond?
Your MLA went to his family to support their family of Amritpal Singh, and they were demanding Amritpal to be shifted from Assam
in the country
to Punjab. Why?
It may be his personal.
Support the family
yes,
of
50-50.
Why?
See, everybody in the country, in India, has the right to speak. They have the right to express their views. And if Mr. Virsha Singh Pitorda is supporting him, that you should ask the same question from him then.
No, I think
he may be the right person to answer.
Parambir,
sir, he is the leader of yours. You are providing legal support to Punjab.
We are providing the legal support to the citizens, to the young kids who are arrested, who are the citizens, who are the citizens of the Punjab.
Visuals
We also provide the legal help and the food help to all the people who are in difficulty in India. Then nobody asks for
Parambir, 1 minute. Parambir, 1 minute. No, I'm not. Parambir, 1 minute. 1 minute. Shravan. 1 minute. Parambir, now just stop right there. Visuals on the screen, 50-50. Windows to be put correctly. Amritpal visuals in the middle, and the right point right now to make is only this. Ladies and gentlemen, we're seeing a very dangerous turn, Shravan, in Punjab politics. Now the situation is this, Shravan. The AAP is going down. It has lost a tremendous amount of ground, right? The BJP, the Congress, the Aam Aadmi Party. As a desperate measure, if the Akali Dal supports a man whose only goal is the creation of Khalistan and the breakup of India, then in my view it amounts to the Akali Dal accepting, if this happens, I'm not saying it's happened, then the Akali Dal also therefore has to clarify whether it believes in the agenda of Khalistan.
Well, just a quick point, because this, it is very important. This is about the Panthic or the religious faces, and there are religious groups that are backing. Over the last few days, this has not happened in the last 24 hours. It's not off the cuff that a decision has been taken. There are political parties that are backing. Interestingly, Aam Aadmi Party has already fielded a minister from there, but Shiromani Akali Dal hasn't fielded any candidate as yet. Congress has a sitting MP from there. No word has come from the Congress party. Right now, nothing really coming in from the BJP, but the latest development, Shiromani Akali Dal hasn't fielded. It's the Aam Aadmi Party. The question here is that who are these political parties that father of Amritpal has told us?
No, the question is very simple, that is he being put up as a proxy by someone? And that has to be clarified. I mean, it's not about a religious group. The man is a terrorist. He has said that I want to pick up arms, I want to build a private army. People of Punjab are not connected to India. We have taken weapons. The police has weapons. I don't believe in the democracy of the country. He is being used as a prop by someone. Very dangerous game out here. Subrashta wanted to respond to Parambir right here. Subrashta.
Arnab, I think it is a moment to underscore the fact that politics in Punjab today is actually sitting on a huge, landmine. And I'm sorry to put it in words that I'm using today. And the credit actually should, or discredit should actually go to not just traditional political parties, but also the newbie entries like Aam Aadmi Party. The way they've started, the way they opened up all kinds of quote-unquote democratic channels to talk about separatism, to talk about insurgency, and to talk about this sub-national tendencies. This is all, we are all sitting on a landmine right now, and it actually boils down to this: which nationalist party in the country would actually come out and support Amritpal Singh? Now, I completely understand the political compulsion of the Akali Dal spokesperson here, but it's just not with with SAD. This kind of political compulsion cuts across political ideologies in Punjab. It is a huge problem, and it needs to be addressed at a national level. My question is very simple. If we all believe in nationalist credentials, if we all believe that nationalism is a reality today, where does we have a space for a person like Amritpal Singh? If political parties can take a moral stand, then Constitution of India in that case wouldn't matter what the Constitution mandates. I'm not saying the Constitution of India is an effete, is an effete document. It's a living document. But if need be, one changes, provisions in the Constitution. Also, let me make it very clear to the Akali Dal spokesperson, nowhere does the Constitution of India say that people who believe in subnational ideologies, people who believe in separatist ideologies, should be given tickets. Of course, it doesn't say they should not be given tickets, but it doesn't also say, Constitution doesn't mandate that they need to be given tickets. So as a regional party who has national ambitions, what is your particular stand on this? He's a separatist. We all know his views. He is incarcerated for a particular reason. Can we rise above political compulsions to take stock of situation in Punjab today? Is a simple question, I think, which every electorate in India should ask of. It's not just a Punjab problem. It's not just a problem of voters from Punjab. It's a problem that at a pan-India level, all of us face. Today or tomorrow, we have to deal with this reality. It's not like India was not, partitioned in the past. We are all looking at very stark, grim, futuristic realities with respect to Punjab. And I think this point of view should be appreciated as much as the separatist point of view is being appreciated by various political caucuses.
Parambir, you can't avoid the issue anymore. Do you also believe in his philosophy? Because what he has said is that he is inspired by Bhindranwale and he's following Bhindranwale's path. You are...
I think
no.
Don't are unnecessarily being raised against Akali Dal. See, Akali Dal has always stood in every, I would say, scenario for a united India, and we have always tried that the brotherhood in the state of the Punjab.
No, answer the question. Answer the question. I
have answered the question.
No, you have not answered the question. No, you haven't answered the question at all. And I find it surprising that you think you'll get away without answering the question. The question to you is this: Do you believe in his philosophy? No, you have not made it clear at all. You are in fact trying to dodge the question repeatedly after being asked the question multiple times. Don't tell me about technicalities. Do you believe why running away from that, Parambir? Do you believe in Khalistan? Do you believe in Khalistan? Do you believe in Khalistan? Say you don't. Say you don't.
I have made my words clear.
No, you've not made it clear. Do you believe in Khalistan? Do you believe in Khalistan? A simple question. Why would you run away from a question like that? I mean, the fact that you're on unsure ground on a question like that manifests something. Manifests something.
Shromani Akali Dal has always been on a forefront for the brotherhood.
No, we are going to watch this very carefully. Whoever, if it is you, whoever is supporting Amritpal, will expose them nice and proper. No, this matter cannot be allowed to get away. Ladies and gentlemen, Republic is at the forefront of breaking news. And tonight I'm getting an uncertain answer from Parambir Singh of the Akali Dal.